Now the largest city in Europe, bustling Istanbul straddles the banks of the Bosphorus and has long been billed as the place where East meets West. Istanbul is a city that wears its cultures and history well, blending them into an exciting city that has much to offer travelers from around the world. Prince's Islands. The Prince's Islands is one of the best preserved natural areas and sites in Istanbul. This summer sightseeing islands, Bayukada is the most popular one, was once the pleasure island of the Byzantine princes, and it boasts a stunning pinewood scenery. You can experience an island tour by horse-drawn carriages, and take a lunch at a local fish restaurant by the sea. Suleymaniye Mosque. Sitting high on the hill above Sultanahmet district, the Suleymaniye Mosque is one of the most recognized landmarks of Istanbul. It was built for Sultan Suleiman I, commonly known as Suleiman the Magnificent, reigned 1520 to 1566, by the famed Ottoman architect, Sinar, who is responsible for many of the fated Ottoman-era monuments in Turkey, including the Suleymaniye Mosque in Edirne. The Suleymaniye Mosque's interior, dominated by its soaring 53-meter-high dome, is notable for its harmonious proportions and unity of design. Galata Tower. At 67 meters, 219 feet high, the Galata Tower rules over the Istanbul skyline, offering great views of the old city and its surroundings. The medieval stone tower, known as the Tower of Christ, was the tallest building in Istanbul when it was built in 1348. It still stands tall over Istanbul today. The tower has been modified over the centuries, at one time being used as an observation tower to spot fires. Today, its upper reaches include a cafe, restaurant and a nightclub, both reached by elevator in the 9-story building, where one can find the stunning vistas. Taksim Square. The heart of modern Istanbul, the large and lively Taksim Square lies right in the center of the city, surrounded by countless shops and restaurants, hotels, and historic sites. Not only a popular tourist attraction and major transportation hub, it hosts lots of public events with everything from parades to protests taking place. Bosphorus Strait. For many visitors, a trip to Istanbul isn't complete without hopping aboard a Bosphorus excursion ferry and cruising the city's famed waterway, which connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. This strait is internationally recognized as the narrowest strait used for navigation in the world, and it forms part of the borders between Europe and Asia. Thus it is one of the most important and significant straits in the world. The area is littered with historic churches and mosques and is home to the 19th-century Dolma Palace seated on the banks of the strait. Dolma Palace. Luxurious, plush and beautiful are just some of the adjectives used to describe the Dolma Palace, which has been compared to the Palace of Versailles. Built in the 19th century using 14 tons of gold leaf, Turkey's most glamorous palace blends traditional Ottoman architecture with the European styles of neoclassical, Baroque and Rococo. Home to 6 sultans from 1856 to 1924, it also is home to the world's largest Bohemian crystal chandelier, a gift from Queen Victoria. The Dolma Palace's setting is stunning. It was built along the Bosphorus coastline. Grand Bazaar. Travelers who love to shop shouldn't miss out on a visit to the Grand Bazaar, with 5,000 shops making it one of the largest indoor marketplaces in the world. Receiving more than 250,000 visitors a day, the bazaar features such items as jewelry, carpets that may or may not fly, spices, antiques and hand-painted ceramics. The bazaar dates back to 1461 and today is home to 2 mosques, 4 fountains, 2 hammams or steam baths, and the Sivahir Bedestan, where the rarest and most valuable items have been found traditionally. Here is where shoppers will find old coins, jewelry with precious gems, inlaid weapons and antique furniture. Topkapi Palace. Topkapi Palace is one of the must-see attractions in Istanbul that combines history and stunning scenery in an experience that is not to be rushed. For almost 4 centuries, the opulent Topkapi Palace served as the official residence of the sultans who ruled the Ottoman Empire. It is one of the world's largest extant palace. Sultan Mehmed II started work on the palace shortly after the conquest of Constantinople in 1453 and lived here until his death in 1481. The Ottoman Palace has 4 primary courtyards and several outbuildings. Known as the Janissaries Court, the first courtyard is where elite palace soldiers stood guard. The square contains a magnificent fountain and the Byzantine church of Hagia Irene, which Emperor Justinian constructed in the 548. The church survived because it was used as a storehouse and imperial armory by the Ottomans. Hagia Sophia. The Hagia Sophia is a masterwork of Roman engineering, with its massive dome, 102 feet or 31 meters in diameter, that covers what was for over 1,000 years the largest enclosed space in the world. Hagia Sophia is the Greek term for holy wisdom and refers to Jesus Christ, the Holy Trinity's second person. Constructed between 532 and 537, on the orders of the Byzantine Emperor Justinian, the structure was an Eastern Orthodox cathedral until 1453, except for about 60 years in the 1200s when it served as a Roman Catholic cathedral. Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque, built in the early 17th century, remains an active house of worship today. This means visitors need to time their visits carefully, as the mosque is closed to sightseers during the 5 daily prayer times for Muslims. All visitors must remove their shoes and women must cover their hair. This is a small price to pay for seeing its priceless treasures that include 20,000 ceramic tiles in various tulip designs and 200 stained glass windows, all with intricate designs. The mosque, built by Sultan Ahmet, takes its name from the blue tiles on the dome and the upper levels of the interior. And that's a wrap to Istanbul travel video. Do you have any questions about the best things to do in Istanbul? Comment below. For those of you who have been to Istanbul, what was your favorite place? Plan your trip to Istanbul, and if you want to see more travel videos, do not forget to subscribe and hit bell icon. Enjoy your journey.